Hello, friends. When I was a little mullum, my siblings and I would individually head to my nana and pa's for a week. Not only did this fraction the hectic mania 3 summer wild childs would bring for my parents, it would also allow each of us to have one-on-one time with our grand folks and do activities that cater to us as unique people opposed to a homogenized group that were rarely on the same page. So, as you could imagine, my nana taught me the art of armpit farts, housed jawbreakers in my mouth, and didn't give a front door about my parents' movie viewing guidelines because she had a free trial of HBO 1 week out of the year, so you know she was letting me watch Critters 1, Critters 2, Critters 3, and Spawn, I keyed, it's Critters 4. But the single most influential thing she did was in '98, when No Limit Records was smashing down the barriers of the record business. My nana was doing the same to my mind when she brought me to see a movie about force-fed materialism by way of corporate greed and commercialized cartoons, mixed in with the United States' same outlook on our military-fueled patriotism. And I guess quirky little guys who spin real fast with stones for hands. Speaking of quirky little guys, my name is James.
I'm Nicole.
And this is my 30th birthday, and today's subject is technically American tokusatsu, so before you complain, do it in a 5-star iTunes review because we're mostly speaking small soldiers. Guys, you might not know based on the theme music you heard, but this isn't really mostly speaking anything. This is My Name is James.
I'm Corey.
And welcome to This Existed. Oh my God, you guys, you get in a little tricky treat of what This Existed is over on the podcast. It's me and Lil Corey.
It's me.
Corey, how are you doing, Nicole? My queen, how are you doing? It's my fucking 30th birthday.
Nicole, answer
Hi.
first. Oh, no.
I'm good.
Are you excited to be dating a 30-year-old, and are you excited to be friends with a 30-year-old?
I've never been friends with anyone before.
Shut up. This is
Same.
why.
It's pretty cool. I mean,
Stop talking like that. Talk like a regular person. You were doing that in the living room before. And you were like, why am I talking like this?
I don't know. Something's taken over my body today.
Maybe it's Jinji Ito.
Or insomnia.
Or...
I hate that guy. I wish he'd get out.
Guys, This Existed. It's not as scatterbrained unless Socks is involved because for some weird reason, he likes doing crazy shit. We won't talk about it because you have to go over to the Patreon to find out what kooky stuff he's doing.
Yeah, the jerk.
A little blessing.
Yeah. Oh my God, he started finally cuddling me. This is the only thing I'm going to talk about, and then we'll get into today's subject, my birthday, you fuckers. And... it was so beautiful. He's sleeping on me now. He cuddled me. He spooned. And I was like, oh, my God. And Nicole took pictures of it because I couldn't get up and disrupt this. She's holding those photos hostage. I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
It's real cute.
What do I need to do to get those pictures from you? All right. I'll just wait until you're sleeping. My thumbprint can access your phone, and I'll just get them that way.
Yeah.
That's theft, sir.
No, it's not.
It's theft.
Okay, well, I didn't give her permission to keep those photos of me.
Yeah, but come on. You're a cutie.
Theft of artwork, really isn't theft, okay?
Why?
It's imitation, and that's the greatest form of flattery.
Yeah,
That's
my
the
music.
greatest form of telling someone, fuck you.
Yeah, if someone took my music that's, I don't know, worth $200 a month and made it into this huge hit, well, they made art from a turd. So I think I'm an expert on this subject.
What?
Did
that
someone
didn't make any sense.
Did someone make a hit off of your music?
No, someday they will not.
Okay.
Never will be.
No.
I'm as underground as you can get. I'm the fucking core of the earth. And not in like a cool way. Like I'm the core of the scene. No, I'm just, if anyone sees it or touches it, it means that their head has decompressed so hard that it explodes and they're covered in magma.
I'm the core of the core.
Yeah, you are. What, you want to know my favorite Pokemon? It's not Magmar. It's Smegmar.
What? Oh,
Cool.
He just sprays out cheesiness.
Yeah.
Guys,
Thank you for that.
initial thoughts. Yeah, guys, we are talking about one of my favorite movies in the entire world. One of my favorite, I wish it had become a franchise. Small Soldiers, directed by Joe Dante in 1998. A film initially seen as, I don't know what to make of this, as most people thought, because is it supposed to be a children movie? Is it supposed to be an adult movie? Yeah, that's what the motherfucker does. You ever seen Gremlins?
No.
In the middle of Gremlins, they start talking about, have you seen, am I going to spoil anything?
I'm not going to watch Gremlins.
All of a sudden, it's like, oh, it's Cookie. It's a cute little guy. Hey, man, I don't like Christmas because my dad dressed up as Santa and we didn't find him for a long time. We were like, what's going on? And all of a sudden, the wall started to smell bad. And oh, my God, he was decomposing in the chimney.
Dude,
I don't remember that.
that's intense.
That's the only, like, as a child, I was like, man, what just happened?
Socks is getting into shenanigans.
Do you want me to go check?
I got it.
Okay. Little Corey,
Hi.
when's the first time you ever saw a Small Soldier?
I would say back when I was 6, maybe around that time.
Okay. What year were you born?
97.
Okay, so in a few years, in 6 years, you'll be turning 30.
Yes.
You excited? You scared?
I am terrified.
Why?
Filled with existential dread.
Huh, 30's cool. I can't wait till Nicole turns 30 because then I'm like, oh man, I'm with a 30-year-old gal.
Yo. Low-key, I'm waiting for the same thing with Jay.
Hell yeah.
Just be like full-on shift into baby mode, you know?
Ew.
Yeah.
You want a vasectomy. But then it's like, it's still baby mode, but like
No.
you can't, it's just passionate love making.
Not the whole getting a baby. I revert
Oh, okay.
into a sub.
Oh, you'll be ABDL?
I don't know what that is.
Adult baby diaper living, I believe is what that means.
Take it back. I don't want anyone associating that with me.
I forget, because I don't think they were verified on Pornhub. So like when that whole thing where they flushed a lot of content, there was one woman who, it's not because she was always wearing a diaper. She was just very attractive.
And also wearing a diaper.
But sans that's, and I was like, well, I guess I have to be into this woman and I have to work around the fact that she's in a diaper.
You ever
I think it was called like Diaper Life or something.
You ever sit behind your significant other and as things are getting hot and bothered, you whisper, move the diaper to the side?
No.
Me either, man. That's something I'm gonna keep from I'm gonna avoid that as best as I can for the rest of my life.
I floss well naked and then we giggle.
You mean like the dance
Yeah.
floss? Okay.
I don't have a water pick in my mouth.
Believe it or not, I do the same thing. So it's
Yeah, forget doing the helicopter to spin your penis around real fast.
all about the floss now,
Yeah.
baby.
Well, what's going on?
I had to light the pilot light.
Oh, okay. I thought that it sounded like glass. I was like,
Pyramid Head was about to fight us.
did he pee on the pilot light? Nicole said, I don't know what the fuck he did. We should have given her a handheld mic to go out there with. Actually, this is an episode of This Existed now because Socks did some fuckery.
Dude, it's all coming together.
Yeah.
I like that it's every episode.
Yeah.
I think it's literally every episode.
So far. Besides the first one, I don't think he did anything on the first.
He was
Get that cat out of here.
that dang old cat.
Oh my God. He's saying, I'm full of sperm. Did you
Don't
know
think he's
everyone
saying
is
that.
half sperm?
What?
Everyone is half sperm. And the other half is an egg.
Is egg?
Yeah.
Sure.
I was just waiting for
That's
you
how
to
that works.
elaborate.
It's because, like, sometimes I'm like, oh, my sperm side is coming out today.
Your spermicide?
Yeah. Never use a spermicide lube, guys. It affects the pH balance within the vagina, and that's a self-clean thing. The vagina is baffling to me because it's like an open orifice
It's got a lot going on.
that kind of like has an end to it, you know? Like the butthole you can like trace all the way back to the mouth, but the vagina, no. Small soldiers. So I see Nicole being peeved about it. It's my birthday, bro. Nicole, initial thoughts on small soldiers.
It's good.
Hell yes, we won, guys. We fucking won.
What the
Yes,
fuck?
this is a victory. Little Corey, initial thoughts. You fell asleep, but I'm fine with that. You have terrible insomnia.
Terrible insomnia. Initial thought. I don't know, man. I
It helps you sleep. That you should be elated.
don't know if I had to compare this to anything.
It's Gremlins Meet Small Soldiers, or Toy Story is what
It's
people
Gremlins
say.
meet small soldiers.
Hell yeah, that's
I don't know.
Piranha.
I think Toy Story just had a lot more going for it.
Yeah, but this is edgier and has fucking cool toys. I'm kidding, Toy
I
Story
don't think
also.
you can compare it to Toy Story.
really
'cause
can't.
It's not live action.
No, like I said,
one's for
I'm
little
actually
babies?
100% kidding. No, I love Small Soldiers. Small Soldiers has been a part of my life since I was young as well.
Hell yeah.
Rewatching it, despite me falling asleep through it, because thank God, I was enjoying it still.
Yes. Victory.
It tackles some themes that, like you said, it's hard to pinpoint whether or not it's for kids because it tackles some pretty complex themes.
Yeah.
Especially for the time that it was made too.
Uh-huh.
Like anti-imperialism for America in the early 90s.
And a lot of people have joked that Joe Dante set out to make a message against commercialism, but in the process created like the hottest toy of the season for children.
Where was it? Did they have Small Soldiers
Yes,
toys?
and it sucks because I never got any of them.
I never got any of them either. I would have begged for them.
The only one I have is like a Burger King toy because I had some of those. I have notes about that. But one of my friends, the Emmelanders, so technically two of my friends, but one of them was more my brother's. Casey was my friend. They were super cool. They had like a big screen TV down in their basement that was just for like them to use. And they would play Sega Genesis on it. But they had all of them, including Flat Chew, I believe is his name, which is the first toy we're introduced, and he squeezes it and he farts and belches.
Oh yeah.
They
Yeah, I
made that
remember
into a toy, and it's one of the rarer ones because people were like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
It was in the movie for 30 seconds.
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah, Flat Chew isn't really.
Yeah, he's not even part of this toy line. He's
Yeah.
the predecessor of that. Predecessor.
I'm gonna
Oh, man.
Don't.
All right, guys, but should we do, what would you guys like to do first? The game or trivia? Meaning I read trivia.
the game.
All right, guys, today we are doing Toy Takedown. It's similar to our WMAC Masters where we pitted fictional characters together. However, in this one, we have a bracket system of, I found a list, and it is 10 toy franchises that became multi-million-dollar franchises. So we're going to put them all together and have them battle it out. Is Small Soldier style. So they're still the toys, but they've been implanted by this X1000 chip.
Right.
All right, so the first battle up is G.I. Joe versus Cabbage Patch Kids. And how I did this was like, it's a,
G.I. Joe.
G.I. Joe?
Joe.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. Then next, so these are the ones trying to like go into like setting up the bracket.
Got you.
Next up is Care Bears versus My Little Pony. However, I think this is, I don't know if we're including My Little Pony as Friendship Magic or is it just the original?
Well, that's the point of this distinction we have to make right now. Is it the Friendship is Magic universe, or
I think
is
it's all of it. So
all of it?
It could even
so Friendship
include
is Magic is included.
like them as human dolls as well.
Then My Little Pony would win. The Care Bear has the Care Bear stare, but
Yeah.
And they go, "Nah."
Rainbow Dash is actually a legit superhero and is faster than
The speed of rainbow light.
she's incredibly fast, and the Care Bear stare. She's faster than the Care Bear stare. Rainbow Dash by herself beats the Care Bears. Not to mention including the rest of the pony's abilities.
I thought Twilight Sparkle was the OP one.
She's very strong too, but like when it comes to like straight up like combat hand to hand, Rainbow Dash has it.
Should we do a YouTube video of My Little Pony power tier list?
Yes.
Okay, hell yeah. All right, so now we have everyone said, and next up is Lego versus G.I. Joe.
That's
yeah.
Wait, isn't G.I. Joe already on here?
No, so how this bracket is set up, because it's 5, you can only have like 4, so there's separate.
Okay.
So I was doing that first to get everyone where they need to go.
Got you. Okay, Lego versus G.I. Joe. Is this the Lego multiverse?
Yeah, it's all Lego.
Then I think Lego would take it.
Yeah, because you can't really like destroy a Lego. But technically the chip has to be implanted into it. So I think the chip could be dispersed and like, it's the chip. So if it's a bunch of loose parts, they aren't living.
Well, I think if from the way that this chip sounds like it works like Cell from Dragon Ball Z. It sounds like it works like kind of like his power, where you can destroy the body as much as you want, but if the chip is still there, whereas his Cell was still there, then he would continue to come back and usually stronger.
Well, no, because the small soldiers, if like the cell is destroyed, which isn't hard to do, like they can, as long as some Legos are attached to that chip, it could move.
Right.
I kind of want to give this to G.I. Joe.
Well,
like if we were talking connects.
I was assuming that the chip was just going on the little dudes.
Okay. Oh, yeah, and then they can make Lego things.
Yeah.
But also, like, if we're talking about the Lego Multiverse 2, like...
Not the Multiverse 1, Multiverse 2.
We also have to consider adding Lego Star Wars into it. We have Lego Ninjago. We have...
Bionicle, holy shit.
Is Bionicle part of Lego?
Yeah, Bionicle is Lego.
Yeah, we have I can't see the G.I. Joes beating them.
Especially Bionicle. Once you get that mask on, they're doing it for virtue and shit.
Yeah.
They're warriors of virtue. Okay. So G.I. Joe or Lego goes on. Next up is Monster High versus Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, because they have so many variants.
Yeah. They have a lot of variants.
Yeah, that's true.
They have a Bebop, a Rocksteady.
They've been proven to beat supernatural forces.
Yeah. Monster High is just like some tweens.
Some
girls.
tweens that are a little bit stronger.
Do they murder people, though?
Ninja Turtles, but you still have Shredder and such.
I think they've killed Shredder before.
Yes, actually in the comic book, if we're going based off their logic, yeah, they've killed.
And even if it doesn't come into the kill thing, I don't think the teens have killed anyone either.
Yeah.
But the Turtles also have a lot of combat experience to outmatch them.
That would also be like have the Cabbage Patch
teens
Kids
have pizza, though.
I didn't consider that.
And they would just throw the pizza at them.
That shit, dude.
They throw the pizza on the floor and you just see Leonardo start sweating profusely.
And he does it. Turtles don't even sweat. How's that happening? I guess it's just grease pouring out of them.
Yeah.
So who are we going with?
I'm going to go with the Turtles.
Okay, hell yeah. Next up is My Little Pony versus Barbie.
My Little Pony.
My Little Pony.
All right.
Barbie was actually going to be a strong contender until she got up against the Rainbow Dash.
Okay. All right. Next up, this is the preliminaries, the final match of that. Transformers versus Hot Wheels, but the Hot Wheels are like Twisted Metal style.
Twisted Metal Hot Wheels?
Transformers.
Yeah, I guess that.
Because it's still just a car.
Yeah, that's what I was going to be like. They're also Twisted Metal style.
Yeah.
There's a Hot Wheels game for the PC that was so fun. I'm excited to someday play that on a stream.
Yeah.
Okay, now we're into the semifinals. What's up? Making a thing for Hot Wheels? Maybe it's the Wienermobile that
is
trumps
Calypso involved in the Hot Wheels if it's Twisted Metal style?
No, I'm just saying it's like that's
It's
how they
just-
fight.
okay.
Is Twisted Metal style.
If Calypso isn't involved, then yeah, the Transformers.
My lips,
Are seals.
What a terrifying image.
Okay, next up is, did we go, Lego versus Ninja Turtles. Because I think we're really only going like Ninjago and Bionicle. I think like normal Legos getting bripped apart.
But I feel like it would be kind of like the, what are they called in the movie? Marcy or something? Gracie, the Barbie
from what?
dolls. The movie.
this Gwendolyn's.
Yeah, I feel like it would be like that where they would just like overpower them because there'd be a bunch. Because they're like
So with the
small, but they
Legos?
would just like, yeah.
But that chip is also not big enough, or is too big to go on a Lego.
Nah.
Because then it would be like a X250.
In 2021, bro?
Oh, I used to brip on a X250.
Yeah.
Brip sounds like that really funny fart. The one that just kind of goes.
That kind of goes brip.
Yeah.
It also sounds like a motorbike. Ring, ding, 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 bong. It's my birthday.
Fuck, this one's tough.
I kind of want to give it to Ninja Turtles.
I don't know. Well, does it? So with the Lego multiverse, is Lego Star Wars included?
Yeah.
And like Lego, so I gotta give it to Lego still then.
But why?
Because at this point, then you're bringing in Lego has so many different advantages.
Yes,
that
but
go,
it's not like they
going for
have
them.
the Force.
If they're Lego Star Wars, they have
No,
the Force.
This is in the small soldiers world. Is the same thing. Like they're still plastic things.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying now.
It's not like, oh, the Millennium Falcon has the hyperdrive engines and can just light speed into these motherfuckers.
Well, they probably could still make a functioning Millennium Falcon, but it probably wouldn't be like the huge.
How would you
giant-
make a functioning without like jet engines?
Did you see them like did you
watch the
soldiers?
movie?
Yeah, did you see
No,
that? They
but-
made weapons.
They made
Yes,
a helicopter.
yeah, but they were getting that stuff from other like mini helicopters and shit because that
Yeah.
Phil Hartman's character
I'm not-
was in the military gear.
I'm not saying they unlock the the mysteries of light speed and stuff. I'm just saying they make a flying vehicle. They're able to make a flying vehicle.
but not like a Millennium Falcon. Like, how would that fly? If there's no like propeller and shit.
like
Wind.
this. Yeah, like this.
Like,
It's an audio podcast.
You ever fly a paper airplane before?
Okay, that's just gonna be falling with style.
Yeah.
Falling to
You
victory.
ever heard of it, bro?
Yeah, and then it just smashes on the ground and the chip breaks.
Keep talking like that, I'm gonna smash myself
With style.
with style.
You're just talking about fingering yourself, sir. Calm down. This is a toy takedown, not a prostate penetration.
That was last episode.
I know. Monse kept talking about my prostate. Okay, so Lego or Ninja Turtles? We'll do a 3, 2, 1 and say who we think.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Lego.
Ninja. Okay. You assholes. All right. The next up is My Little Pony versus Transformers.
Here's the thing. I've watched a death battle about this very exact scenario.
For real?
Yes. Between Rainbow Dash versus Starscream from
Okay.
Transformers, and Rainbow Dash kicked his ass.
Okay, but
Hell
but we
yeah.
also had was she using her powers?
Yes.
Okay, well these are toys, remember?
Well, then it's still going to be
don't-
Starscream's still not going to have his
Yeah,
powers.
but they don't have like opposable like My Little Pony is just like a solid mass that you just like clink around. Like it's a one mold thing that you go clink clink clink
Wait,
clink.
but then does it break the argument of My Little Pony versus Care Bear then?
Yeah, I
'Cause
guess it
we
would.
were like,
Well, I mean,
oh,
but then at that point, Care Bears still don't have the Care Bear stare.
Yeah, and also Care Bears can't do much because they're just fluff. They can't like smash something to pieces.
I would
Yeah, they
I'm
can.
still going to say
I
that
would say that would make them harder to kill.
Okay. You want to know what also? I don't think maybe the Predacons. I don't know the not Beast Wars version of this. I know It Takes Two to Toku is screaming at me right now. What are the Decepticons? Oh yeah, Decepticon is it? I know that because of rap music.
Barely.
I think they wouldn't harm people, so it would just be the Decepticon and Predacons going after them.
So knowing like a lot of the Decepticons are cowards. They only fight when they know they can win.
Okay. But they're going to think they can win, then eventually die. So.
Yeah, they would underestimate.
Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, My
their
Little
opponent.
Pony. So now we have Lego versus My Little Pony. Are you going to say, I've actually seen a death battle. It was Rainbow Dash versus a Bionicle Mask.
A Bionicle Mask.
One of the little mini Bionicles that came in Mickey D's meals.
I would say
McDaniel.
No.
I don't know. I just feel like Lego is just OP.
Lego's pretty strong. Lego's
They
pretty
can
strong.
literally make anything.
I was trying to make a case for this for like Twilight Sparkle because she's super smart and you can usually think your way out of anything.
Yeah.
But how do you think your way out of literal armies?
They're just going to Minecraft box them in. And then you're just trapped in a
Think
prison.
about what
And they pour cement on it.
the commandos could build with just random shit they found.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
But Lego's having that kind of intelligence and being able to build Legos.
Damn. All right, guys. Lego win, right?
Think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. All right, guys. You listening right now, let us know who you thought was going to win and why you think Lego is wrong. At MSS Pod on Twitter.
I actually think G.I. Joe they could make the nukes.
Actually, Care Bears are actually really strong. When I was a child, I punched one and it never broke.
Starscream's only a bitch in the movie, but in my dream, he's really strong.
Monster High, I love watching the hentai of it. So why didn't it win?
And a 5-star iTunes review, please.
I was trying to think of any other ones that I could make a shithead argument for, but I forgot them all. People are going to be like, why isn't Power Rangers on there? Ask Goliath.com. They're the ones who made the list. Now, guys, let's get into some trivia about this friggin' movie. The soldiers are credited as the original Dirty Dozen, and the Gorgonites are credited as Spinal Tap because many characters' voices actually came from one of the two movies. Pretty cool. The actors were from that. But originally, Joe Dante wanted to cast the cast of the Predator as the Commandos with Arnold, the Terminator, the Governator.
Chip Hazard?
Yes, and it would have been terrible.
Yeah, that would have been very bad.
Because he's good at action movies, but like when you need to rely on just his dialogue, it's not the best.
Dude, Jingle All the Way. What are you talking about? Jingle All the Way.
I want to see him do like a 2-person improv. So it's just like him talking a lot and see like how well he does.
Yeah.
On making the movie, director Joe Dante recalled, in quotes, originally I was told to make an edgy picture for teenagers. And when the sponsors tie-ins came in, the new mandate was to soften up as a kiddie movie. So meaning like was a teen, but then when the sponsors and like Mattel and Hasbro or whoever came in, it's like, no, let's make this for kids.
Right.
But it was too late as it turned out. And there are elements of both approaches. Just before the release, it was purged of a lot of action explosions. Ooh. Burger King agreed to market the film with its kids' meals before it was rated PG-13. The film was released soon after Oregon. This is a trigger warning for violence. The film was released soon after an Oregon teen, Kip Kinkle, killed his parents, then went on a shooting rampage at Thurston High School in Springfield, killing 2 students and wounding 25. The Kip Killigan action figure then was not distributed in Oregon because it's so close to that kid's name.
Right.
A book of the film, Small Soldiers, Top Secret. This is a fucking baffling title because there are 2 colons in it. Small Soldiers, Top Secret Dozier, From the Files of Erwin Wayfier.
Is it supposed to be Dossier?
Yeah, probably. Doser.
Dosey's Market.
It was by Irwin Mayfair and published by Puffin Books. Was Wayfair's private journal. I think this is one of the characters,
Okay.
which gave an insight into what went wrong at Hartfield Play Systems. It exposed company secrets and highly classified inter-office memos and revealed where the Gorgonites actually came from and blueprints of the Commando Elite's vehicles. Guys, this is a perfect gift for me if anyone would like to buy me a gift. That's a cool thing. It's kind of like
That is actually really cool.
the Gravity Falls book where it's like shows a lot of that stuff, or maybe a star butterfly. But what were you going to say?
That was it.
Okay. You were going to say, no. But finally, before we get into the movie beat by beat, let's go into reviews for the Bish. This is by Loki, so you know it's going to be a hectic, mischievous boy.
Ooh.
I will not tell you when this review was written. That's you guys are going to have to know. You guys are going to have to guess when it was written when I'm done with this. Loki says, I wouldn't say I hate many movies, but this one, I can't fucking stand it. Fuck this movie. I hate these fucking toys in it, and there are so many R-word things that these characters do, I can't even wrap my head around it. I know it's typical 90s cheesy shit, but I still hate it. One sight of these toys being R-worded, and I would have fucking destroyed them on the spot and watched them burn. Even that stupid leader of the Gorgonites, IDGAF, if he's a good guy, he's still irritating as shit. Fuck this, period. Fuck. When was this review written?
early 2000s with all those R words he's dropping.
Nicole.
2017.
2020 in July.
Yikes.
They just got done lighting off some fireworks and said,
yeah.
fuck this movie, a lot of R words.
This guy's super cool. I bet he's fun at parties.
It was a half-star review. The next one is from B's half-star review saying, just stand on them. Fucking ridiculous. Pretty good.
Yeah,
But
I don't. Yeah.
these are dumb so far. These.
Yeah, they're stupid people.
Yeah.
I love this review. It's by Robbie Reviews. I think I was wanting to look at his other reviews to see if all of them were the same thing, but this is 1.5 stars. It said, IDK, man, I was high.
All right, Robbie, that's fair.
Then all the other reviews are generally scared me as a child, which makes sense why you would rank it low.
Yeah,
Or,
are you kidding me? That like whatever the Barbie.
yeah,
things
that
were?
scene, terrifying.
Yeah.
Which will another generalization like you see in a lot of the lower reviews are thought the Barbies were creepy. A lot of them were not as good as Gremlins. And then people not understanding that there were changes that had to be made by Dante's original vision and then the studio meddling. And there were a few reviews that gave it very low marks that just had this one quote from our lead, which was, "You're not like other girls."
Yeah.
Which, I mean, like, for the time, it's fine.
I must have slept through that line.
Yeah, it's also I thought was going to be more egregious, like, "Can I keep you?" But it was just like he kind of says it like, "You're not like other girls," and she says, "I know," or something like that, and
Yeah.
then virgin suicides out.
Yeah.
Wowie zowie.
But guys, let's get into this friggin' movie.
The 90s were wild, huh?
Oh wait, the budget was $40 million, box office was 87.5, but I could not find toy sales, but I'm assuming they were pretty large. I do know that if you want to buy these on the resale marketplace, the Commandos I think are more expensive because they made less Commandos thinking, oh, everyone will want the Gorgonites. That's the message of the movie.
Right.
No, kids would only wanted the Commandos. So there was a small amount of them, but everyone bought them. So a lot of Gorgonites exist out in the world.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I guess it makes sense. From, like a kid's imagination standpoint, the Commandos are more versatile.
Well, no, also like they're like the badass motherfuckers.
Also that too.
Yeah, like they built a bunch of cool shit. The Gorgonites literally hid the
Yeah,
whole time.
for the whole thing.
There also are a lot of cool vehicles that look like, a chainsaw and shit.
Yeah.
So also, before we get in, there is a fantastic, better than it deserves to be, still holds up because I play it frequently, Small Soldiers RTS game.
Oh yeah, I remember you telling me about this.
It's so fucking good. It's called like Big Squad Battle or something. Squad Commander.
Squad Commander.
There's also a fantastic board game that we should probably play on a stream again.
We should. Let's
It's
do
fun.
it.
Is that the only video game that came out?
There is a PS1 game that it is what this. It's insane that this never got a cartoon because the cartoon would have been so easy to do. You just make it in the world that the backstory of the Gorgonite and Commando were.
Like the Buzz Lightyear thing that was going
exactly.
on. Yeah.
Man, they missed an opportunity there.
Sure
But
did.
The PS1 game is set in that universe. It's not set in the real world. The PC one is set in the real world.
They have blood in it?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Just so much blood.
Whoa.
You can turn on or turn off or even go hyper violent and they just gib.
Every time something gives, I turn on.
Ooh, you sexy beast. All right, guys. Okay, so let's get into it. This opening scene, it's a cold open besides, like the one title card, and then it goes right into, not Dennis, Dennis Leary is there, but first it's David Cross and Jay Moore. Their toy company, they just got bought out by Dennis Leary, and this opening scene truly sets up everything. Like, you're like, oh, unless you're a child, something is going to go bad with these toys because they were purchased by like some military grade shit. Also, 3 months to make it. There's not going to be testing, a lot of oversight. I think this is a perfect opening to any movie.
It was a solid opening. I mean, granted, it doesn't leave mystery. But it does a great job setting you up. This is what you should expect from this movie.
Yeah. And then
Let you know if you're going to be sticking around, if you're going to go to the bathroom and leave your family in the movie theater.
Ooh, and get a nice refill of that Sody Pop cherry flavor.
Movie theater soda does hit different.
Oh,
I always
he built
get a
different,
slushie.
though. Yeah, slushies are good.
The slushies are good, or like a cherry flavored anything in the
Cherry
movie
flavor
theater.
potato chip.
Yeah,
Cherry flavor hot dog.
sure. Let's go for it.
Cherry flavored nachos.
Yeah.
Okay. Cherry flavored popcorn bucket. Like the bucket is cherry flavored.
You
Can't eat it. You just
out of it.
you just lick it.
Oh yeah.
So it's like sticky. Are you fine with that?
Yeah.
I'm not.
I know you're not.
Dude, no,
That's
thank
why I'll
you.
get my own popcorn.
Cherry flavored pizza sauce. It doesn't come on the pizza.
That's
It's
actually
on
a
the side.
dessert. I feel like somewhere, and yeah.
It probably is. I guess that's everything. Or I guess
That's all the food.
it's like a big pickle, but it's like instead of vinegar, it's cherry juice that it pickles in.
Ooh,
So it's just
you get
a
that
cucumber.
crunch, and then it's
Grenadine.
just sweetness.
Yeah, it's grenadine.
Yeah.
I love when you go to like a stand-up place and they have a 2-drink minimum. Don't love that. But they're like, what would you like to drink? I go, oh, do you have cherry cola? And they're like, no. I was like, can you put the grenadine in Coca-Cola, stir it up? That is much better than any cherry. It's so good.
So is. There, I
It's
used to
probably
get
very
that
unhealthy.
at BS Burger back in Michigan. I used to have them do that, and it was so good every time.
Oh, the place is called BS Burger?
Yeah.
Does it mean Bacon Smash Burger?
I'm not
Or maybe
sure.
Burger
It's like at a
Smash.
family. It's like a restaurant inside of a family bowling alley.
Okay.
So I don't know what the BS stands
I
for.
believe every bowling alley is a family bowling alley. I don't think there are chains.
There's like underground bowling alleys.
How many bowling alleys were in your town growing up?
Well, one.
Okay, we had
actually.
3, didn't we? Yeah.
I don't fucking know.
We had one that was like the bowling alley for several towns around us.
Okay. Because Muskegon is, no, not Amway. That's Grand Rapids. Why can I never remember? Truly, it's Brunswick was stationed, and Brunswick is like the #1 bowling manufacturer.
Guys, let's go bowling. There's a bowling alley close to here.
Yeah, there is. No, thank you. I don't.
Not during COVID times.
Yeah, you're just sticking fingers in holes.
No, listen. We lick the balls
Yeah.
to mark them as our territory.
Okay,
Yeah.
why not
That way
pee-pee
no
on
one
them?
else will touch them and we'll be safe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why not? Like, I don't put deodorant on that day, and I just rub my pit on it.
That's even better.
Okay.
But then you have to lick it after, and you get that like salty flavor in your mouth.
Okay. Tastes like taco powder.
Ew.
Okay. So,
Did I derail you enough?
no, I'm just like checking at what thing I'm supposed to be going. We already did that. There's lots of Joe Dante references to his other movies. The Gizmo Password, Gremlins.
Because
You see
the thing was named that.
What?
The thing was named that. The Gremlin.
Huh?
Gizmo the Gremlin?
Yes. Well, Mogwai. He's not a gremlin.
But his name was Gizmo?
You
Yes.
have literally told me, no, he's a gremlin before. Like,
No, he's a fucking
argue with
mogwai.
me about it.
Nicole keeps bringing up this stuff.
Because
where I'm
I'm
like, I don't.
so fucking pissed that you changed.
Well, people
I swear
change.
to God.
Seasons remain the same,
And
but
I'm
people
so
change.
pissed.
Okay.
You're like,
Changing
well,
to what?
technically, he's actually a gremlin.
Well, early James was fucking stupid, okay? Because that dude is a
This guy
mogwai.
over here.
Oh,
Out
maybe.
here thinking Gizmo's a gremlin.
Actually, okay. Are caterpillars and butterflies two different species?
Yes.
Yeah.
They are? I don't know this. I truly don't know.
I
Are
don't
they?
think so. No, they just they're called different things when. I mean, wait. Yes, caterpillars
That's
are different
not
than
even
butterflies
its final
because
form.
not every caterpillar turns into a butterfly.
Okay, let's check.
Yeah.
Are caterpillars illegal? Oh no, catapult's illegal.
Are caterpillars illegal?
Are caterpillars and
You just have one crawling on your windowsill, and you're like, "Oh shit! Oh shit! I gotta get rid of this."
oh no, both belong to the same species. So yeah, I apologize to you in the past. Gizmo is also a whatever. Either gremlins are also mogwais, and mogwais are also gremlins. Unless it's magic, I don't know.
That should be the default answer for anything that you don't know in life.
Fucking miracles.
Unless it's magic.
COVID-19, I mean, it's real unless it's magic. This vaccine, I'm scared to get it unless it's magic. I get the science behind it, again, unless it's magic.
I don't want them injecting some dark magic in me.
I literally said to Nicole last night, I was like, you want to know, I'd be fine like if a shaman, if they were against the vaccine, because like if they're magic, they get, this is a true conversation. Actually, this is a monologue I said to Nicole because she was not reciprocating.
Because you started out with
Who the fuck starts a conversation like
Exactly.
that? What do you want me to say to it?
So, and then I was like, and if they get the vaccine, that's like science messing up with like their aura of magic, and it might do harm to the world.
Science killed magic. You hear it first, guys.
ICP was right with miracles. Anyone talking down to that, they should have just been calling it magic instead of miracles. I think that's where they went wrong. Fucking magic, yo.
Jesus was a street magician.
He was.
Just David Blaine the fuck out of people.
Yeah. Man, and he did it sexily.
Imagine asking if this is your card and then you get crucified.
I mean, it did like that shit could happen. Like witches is a thing that got burnt at stakes just for doing magic.
For dancing in the forest.
yeah,
at
but
night.
they're women. It's different.
Ooh.
That is different.
They're just built different though.
Man, the world really hates women, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy. For like forever too.
Women's is sexy unless it's magic.
Because, there's like wizard and warlock lore, but you never hear about in history the men getting murdered for being magical.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know if this is something I'm getting confused with a fantasy story I read. I think maybe one man was killed in the witch trials, maybe.
Yeah, no.
But maybe that was from like abating and harbinging.
He was killed in the witch trials because he was
Finger banging one of them.
no. It was actually I can't exactly remember the exact grounds he was killed on, but he was essentially trying to condemn one of the people who was going around killing witches. Abigail was her name. She was telling everyone who was killing witches because she was also caught into it, but she was like, "Oh, I was possessed, blah blah blah," and these people are the real people that did it. And she had him killed as well because she was in love with him, but he didn't want to leave his wife. And she said that he was the person that was making all the witches. Basically, I think that's how that story went.
13 women and 2 men were executed in the Salem witch trials.
Jonathan Proctor or something like that.
What? Goody Proctor?
No.
I'm a little goody, huh? Back to small soldiers.
At least that might be a fictional telling of what it was, though.
From the
I'm not thinking about
Crucible.
it. Yeah.
Could be.
I don't know.
But for stuff that far back, like, just make it up.
You know, the Bible.
Like, historical fiction makes sense and the Bible is 100% fact, unless it's magic.
Unless it's magic. It's going
When I
to be
read the
our group's new
Bible.
tagline.
Unless it's magic is my new band name.
Oh, my God.
When I read the Bible, it's magical, you know?
That should be your for this existed for like your outro. Be like, bye, see you next time. Unless it's magic.
Okay, I'm fine with that.
We're working it in now. This is the episode.
This existed unless it's magic.
Okay. So the Chip Hazard reveal is beautiful. He's like,
it's
and
beautiful.
this is there's this crate thing, this suitcase, and he pulls off the top, and Chip Hazard has a gun out to the sky saying, "Fuck you, God. Kadeesh. We're the real champs here." And then and
It's what got me.
and it's amazing. I love it. Fuck, man, this movie's so badass. Joe Dante, I'd kiss you if I could see you. The Dennis Leary monologue during this, where he's like talking about toy sales and all of this, and he's like, I don't give a shit. Like, make this real and say, like, what if it could talk? What if it could walk? What if it could kick ass? That whole thing. Oh, chef kiss.
No, I do. That was good. Also, there's the one thing I agree on. Just like, be truthful with your product.
Yeah.
I remember when I
With
got
your
moon shoes and I was,
advertising?
yeah.
Yeah.
I remember when I got moon shoes and I was so fucking disappointed that I didn't immediately go 10 feet in the air.
Pissed.
It's just like basically standing on a box and then jumping there. That's it.
The Beastie Boys have a music video called Alive, and they're on like spring shoes. I think it's like slowed down so it like looks more like Moon, or it's CG, or they're magic. Like, for real. Like, guys, watch Alive.
Beastie Boys are wizards.
It's CG unless it's magic.
Yeah. Movie magic is real. Santa Claus is magic. You'll someday know that reference, little Corey.
Someday.
On This Existed. Both, I mean, I just like wrote it down, but Nicole, when it's revealed, because I liked this scene where Jay Moore's like, yeah, man, this is a toy biz. Who cares if we're sold out, and at least selling out gets us some perks. Then looks at this woman who is in like the most professional outfit, like shoulder pads, everything, but like she's the sex appeal here, which is kind of refreshing.
Yeah.
I think, yeah.
And this
I
movie
was
for
looking
teen
at
boys.
it like, dude couldn't wait to objectify anyone.
Okay.
Sure. Yeah.
He's objectifying Chip Hazard.
I would. You seen Chip Hazard?
Oh, yeah.
You see how he points to God?
But her name is Miss Kegel, which is like, why would you write that?
Yeah.
Why would you accept that as your name? Why wouldn't you immediately change it?
Yeah. So then we get that they're lambasted with a 3-month production time, and they're like, why? How can we do this? And they're trying to figure out how. And Jay Moore's clicking on his keyboard, and he searches terms of like microchips. Okay, well, state of the art, surplus. And it just brings up one from the military sector. And before I have paused this, because it gives the specs for the chips, and for the time it might have been like real good, but now it's like, okay, we're like, I think it had like 800 megabytes of memory in it. And it's like, that's not a lot, guys.
That's
Well, that's why they
That's
repeat
almost a gig.
the same phrases a lot.
Yeah.
That man almost had a gig of memory.
Almost a whole gig.
1/64th of Skyrim.
Skyrim, you think you know a lot about 64 bits? Well, Skyrim is 64 gigs. I wish I had 64 gigs in a year. Man, I'd be making a living wage then.
Just sing your improv front bottom songs.
That was before the show started. No one gets that.
Everyone gets that.
Okay,
Come
all
on.
right.
Yeah.
Nicole made a conscious decision just not to take notes. So
Yeah.
that's why and Corey doesn't have notes.
I
He
slept.
fell asleep. Yeah, so that's why I'm reading my notes. No one else has them.
Because I'm overworked.
Then
I'm sleepy.
what's his face goes so we see Alan, he's the kid of the story. He's got like hair that
He
swoops
does
down.
have
Yeah,
hair.
yes.
You're right.
Yes, he does. He
Like-
also has a name.
Alan.
Yeah,
Think of
Like
like
the wrench?
yes.
Yeah.
We
That's
made the
crazy.
same joke.
you did.
And then you said Rick Allen, Rickman or otherwise.
Yeah.
And I said Alan or no, Tim or otherwise.
Yeah.
Alan.
So
Oh,
fucking tired,
boy.
man.
Yeah, I like it when you guys are tired. Tired in our second record today. He's getting this guy who sells toys like the Truck Man, who's in all the movies. He's that character actor who's just in everything.
The truck man. That's what they call
The
him.
Truckman.
That's his name on his contract.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alan's like, hey, my dad doesn't like army toys, but he's going to be out of town for the weekend. Like, give me some and like I'll pay you back. And he's like, I don't like your tone. It's too loud. And I was like, hell yeah, this dude's cool. Then we're Kirsten Dunst walks in. And this is when I realized like, oh, women are built different though. As a child, I was like, I think I like girls.
This is like one of 5 sexual awakenings
But
you have.
this
you
has to
have.
be first because I didn't know about Sailor Saturn until maybe like I started hanging out with Brent Kowalczyk's sister, who would LimeWire.
Okay, and then you also have Misty.
I don't think, but because Misty I think was like after I was like, oh, I'm masturbating as a 12-year-old.
You know what my favorite one was?
Who?
Sephiroth and Advent Children.
Okay.
It's that moment where like he just appears for the first time
And his dick's out.
and blocks Cloud's sword. And his hair's blowing and his theme starts playing to the exact beat of my heartbeat, realizing that men are kind of cute.
I thought it was fucking Noel Fielding
Who's Noel Fielding?
from The Mighty Boosh.
Who?
We've talked, and he's in the Great British Bake Off.
Oh, he's also very attractive. It was Sephiroth.
You're like, oh man, old Greg, hell yeah.
Noel Fielding. I was like questioning myself, and then Sephiroth showed up and told me that I was into him.
Okay, hell yeah. But she comes in, she's with her snotty ass brother, and one of the lines of dialogue was, I wanted to go to Toy World, and she just responds to her brother saying, yeah, life's full of disappointments. She's so cool. She's
Also-
like
but
different
also
than
as
other
the
girls.
shopkeeper of that store, I feel like you'd be kind of like, "Fuck you."
Oh
Like,
yeah,
I would be.
but Alan's clearly a kid who's on the wrong side of the tracks a little.
he's like killing animals in the backyard.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
he's a Dahmer type. And
Have you ever
Dahmer's
seen
type.
the movie My Friend Dahmer?
Yeah, I was disappointed by it
Me too.
because I read the book.
Yeah.
The comic is so good because it's not so much Dahmer. It's not from the point of view of Dahmer. It's from the point of the author. Because he's like, well, I can't I can only speculate what was happening here or through interviews. So this is kind of like what we saw. It was a captivating novel.
graphic or otherwise.
Mary Jane walks into his toy store with
Yes.
Jeffrey Dahmer.
And we're seeing in the back our Archer and Chip Hazard. They're fighting, and one of our favorite lines from this, I think it was we commented on it, Nicole. Archer's cornered, and Chip Hazard goes, "Take death with honor, coward." And it's like, geez.
Yikes.
Because he has like a fucking protractor to his neck.
Yeah.
The other line that I really liked was when they tie up the little brother and he says, "You're either a prisoner or a casualty." And I was like, Jesus Christ.
I slept through some good lines.
Yeah, dude. Alan's a bad child. He left the internet running overnight, unless they have Comcast cable. But this is 98.
Well,
Chances
Maybe
are
it was a digital book.
Well,
could be.
Didn't Comcast only start charging for that after net neutrality was defeated?
I don't know.
I think
Wait,
so.
started charging for what?
Data overages?
No, I'm talking about dial-up.
Oh,
Like dial-up was by the minute.
that's wild. You remember dial-up?
Yes.
I don't.
I'm almost 30, which isn't even old.
I mean, I do, but I didn't know how it was charged.
Yeah, it was by the minute.
how it was billed.
That's why you'd get those AOL discs that would be like 1,000 free minutes.
No, I didn't.
1,000 free minutes of what? Internet?
Yeah.
That's wild, dude.
And you'd put those discs in Monster Rancher 2 and they would just give you like mochis and shit.
Imagine not having the internet be infinite.
Yeah.
That's what it takes to be infinite.
Oh, that Eminem song.
Like on a
I
smartphone.
don't think that was Eminem.
What?
What?
An infinite
It's not-
smartphone?
the internet is not infinite.
Yeah, you got data plans.
Yeah.
But you can go to Mint Mobile or Vision or whatever it's
I
called.
have infinite internet.
Yeah, dude, get on our level. Except you at home, you don't have infinite internet because Shane's always sucking it dry.
It's true. It's Shane, if you can hear this, fuck you.
Ooh.
Okay. Was not expecting that.
What if this was the day that I started a blood feud with my roommate?
Go for it.
Started
It'd be
a
good.
beef. Then we get Shane on an episode by
Yeah.
himself to talk shit about Corey.
He's like, yeah, I just want to call out little Corey about what a fucking poser he is.
I mean, it would never happen. Shane's never leaving the apartment. Heating on him.
God is
his ass.
He's going to show up on one of your live streams, Nicole, and say that, yeah, fuck little Corey and fuck James. The Gorgonites would win. They slam fist, punch it and scratch it. They just have better things at on their body.
Yeah.
They have size and they're bulky and they can rock them.
Yeah.
But they look different than Americans.
Oh my God. I mean, yeah, that's the whole conceit of this. Alan at his computer had a sticker that said question italicized reality. I liked that.
Instead of authority,
Yeah.
which is cute. What if that was the edit? They're like, it can't say question authority, so they put reality.
Yeah, okay. Did you take the blue pill or the red? I don't know which one does which, sir.
Took both.
Yeah, why not take both?
Like, oh no.
My body's splitting in half. And not in a cool way. It's not making two of me. Like, it's just one me.
I think I'm.
Guys, I thought you guys were...
Wait, what's Nicole?
I can't even say it.
Dude got split in half.
I think I'm sharding in two different universes.
That was worth it. Whenever that happens, Corey, you got to be aware. Nicole's about to say some gold. Laugh in the mic, Nicole. But then I can't bend over. What were you going to say, though, Corey?
I don't remember. Probably
Okay.
some
Yeah,
cringe
well,
red pilled shit.
I liked when David Cross goes, "You put munitions chips in toys?" There's some really good lines. When Brick Bazooka gets his legs ripped off, he's like, "It's only a flesh wound, sir." That was real good. I mainly just have quotes for this.
Yeah, this one is.
Oh, that was Nick Nitro who said that?
Wait, Someone got in the garbage disposal.
Okay,
and
then it was Nick
got ripped
Nitro.
off.
Okay. He's got a cigar. It was cool.
I don't know any of the names. I slept through the names.
When he started like talking shit to Alan, to the archer, and he's like, "Oh, I'm hiding because I'm a loser. I have no self-esteem, and my brain's the size of a pea." And I was like, "Geez,
Yeah,
that kid is mean." We also find out like he
got like kicked out of school.
he flooded the
twice.
teacher's lounge and set something on fire.
This kid's Jeffrey Dahmer. Are you kidding me?
But they because of that, the school that he's in now, it's blown out of proportion to be like, oh, he like stabbed someone at his last school.
Blown out of. He didn't stab someone. He just set the building on fire and potentially killed many students.
Yeah.
But it's cool that like they kind of reflect that in the writing with like the dad is clearly like trying to control his anger and stuff.
Yeah.
Like as if that's like a new thing because they moved and there were issues.
Yeah.
So it wasn't just like this throwaway thing like, oh, because it was like they legit like had to affect other characters.
Yeah, that had like character development around him based
Yeah.
on
Past
his past.
events.
Yeah.
But like, so for Kirsten Dunst, do you think she doesn't want to be with bad boys anymore? Even though like her boyfriend was a bad boyfriend in the end, but he wasn't really like, besides riding a crotch rocket and maybe being in lacrosse, he wasn't like a badass.
No. What did he do in the end?
Oh, he ran away after like she's like tied up by the Gwendolyn dolls.
Oh yeah, and he gets set on fire.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
he just runs away. He could have just walked into the bathroom, dipped it in the toilet. They have a second floor bathroom, then like go back and help her.
And stepped on him.
Yeah.
Bro.
Nicole said, just throw a blanket on him.
I mean, really though.
What was I going? Oh, but like, if you're thinking you're about to date a badass, like a bad boy, but then they end up just being like a reformed bad boy or not really. Like an ex of mine thought for some reason like I was a bad boy.
Imagine.
And I'm like, no. Why did you think that?
A boyfriend of mine, for some reason, thought that I was a badass, and I
You
was like,
are.
no.
Nicole's a badass through and through.
Guys, Nicole is a badass. Don't let her fool you.
And she got that badass. Yeah.
You can't see-
Okay.
Bad meaning good, not bad meaning bad. Run DMC. Whose house? The
Run
sanitized
DMC.
freak out when they're in the like hazmat suits going into that chip factory. David Cross gets like spritzed with like a sanitized spray and he's like, "Ah!" Super funny. But then the dude they're talking to, are you messing with my computer or something?
No.
Okay, what are you doing? Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I thought you were like chipping away at something nervously.
Was breaking into your computer.
Oh no, please don't do that. The chip guy sneezes in his hazmat suit and doesn't like walk up and be like, oh, I need to handle this. Or like stifle the sneeze because he has like a face mask on, like a full plastic one. It's disgusting.
Yeah, I don't know why they did that. I guess like younger kids might think it's funny, I guess.
Dude, him got sneezed on. That's pretty up there. It's pretty highbrow.
Highbrow comedy.
So Phil Hartman's character, R.I.P., this was his last movie.
Who? Phil
Hartman, the
Is
guy.
that the dad?
Yeah, the other dad, the neighbor dad.
The neighbor dad.
Kirsten Dunst's dad. He is really into like state of the art technology and all of that, and they get a new TV, and he's like, "Oh yeah, just got it all set up." And the wife goes, "Oh yeah, the picture quality is perfect." And he's like, "Oh yeah, wait, no, it actually looks a little fuzzy." And her disappointment of just being like, "I thought we could have just watched TV. I thought it. Why is he
Oh my
just
gosh,
has to
just
keep
like last episode when we watched Bible Man.
Yeah, exactly.
What
so, listen to the
Listen
last
to Bible
episode.
Man, bro.
Fuck.
Remember when you would listen to every episode?
Listen, I'm figuring out the podcast schedule.
It's every Thursday.
No, I mean for like when I can listen to podcasts.
Oh, okay.
on
That makes
work.
sense. But he also says, like, after they get everything set up and he figures out the gamma and all of that, he says, I think World War II was my favorite war. And I think that if that's the most quotable thing from this, and people bring it up in posts.
Yeah.
The fuck?
I briefly remember hearing that in my haze, and I was like, the fuck was that? And then I fell back asleep.
Because like people do have favorite wars because I love reading and learning about wars
Yeah.
in a fetishized way.
Shit, I do that. Damn it.
Yeah, but yours is like the war on Tatooine and shit like that.
The war on Tatooine.
The war on Christmas as well.
Yeah, guys, come on. Let's put Christ back into Christmas.
Yeah.
Unless it's magic or something.
You know, socialism needs to go back into Christmas. Because Jesus was a socialist.
Jesus is the real Santa.
It's easier for a camel to pass through the eye of a needle than a rich man to go into heaven. That's from the Bible.
That's true. Remember that time that he was like, hey, guys, if you feel like you're going to rape a woman, you should just pluck out your eyes?
Hell yeah.
ICP has a line like that.
Like, if you think they're being too promiscuous, just blind yourself.
Yeah, that's on you, dude. Not on her.
Exactly. Fuck school dress codes.
Fuck school dress codes.
Yeah, it's not like anyone follows them anyway.
If you can't keep your eyes to yourself, fucking blind yourself, bro.
I mean,
Bible
but
Times,
you don't want, like-
David Blaine says men need to find some sort of control.
But you don't want like deedles poking out and stuff.
Dude, I'll kill me a deedle.
I'ma kill me a deedle. Listen to This Existed to figure out what that means.
So you think that if there was no dress code, deedles would just be hanging out?
would be out.
Yeah, people would just be masturbating.
No, they would not.
It would be exactly like...
Bro, I had a kid in
Also,
my
that
school.
has nothing to do with dress code.
Yes, it does. It would be exactly like this. If you have ever seen Class of Nukem High 2,
So
that's
you're
how
saying-
fuckers would dress.
So you're saying
Tits out, cheeks out.
no, it is a women's problem.
No, I'm saying everyone would be having their jennies out.
There was a kid in my high school that masturbated in the middle of class.
I did.
Oh my God.
But I didn't make a show of it. It's not like, hey guys, check this out. I had my hand in my pocket. It was 6th grade.
It was shameful.
It was.
I wasn't proud.
I saw like a side view of a fellow student's bra, and I was like, because back then I didn't know, just go to the bathroom, James. If I had realized that back then, F's
You
across.
didn't know?
I didn't realize that I could do that.
Oh my God.
You guys want to hear something way too personal?
What's up?
I freaked out the first time I came.
I think everyone does.
Like something came out and I was like, ah!
I was walking around with like my pants around my ankles being like, I need a napkin. That's for real what happened.
Oh my God. I've been listening to Ear Biscuits. Rhett and Link were talking about it, and Rhett was like, I thought it was going to be powder. To my surprise, it was not.
I think the first time I did, nothing came out because like I was 12.
No, yeah, the same thing. That's why I was so surprised, because there were many times before that I did it and nothing ever happened. And then this time something did happen, and I thought, if I'm dying, I can't tell anyone, because that means I have to tell my mom I've been fucking jerking it while she's at work.
Yeah, I just I felt a warmth go over my body, and I was like, this is the best.
And that's why I don't want to have boys.
Or any children.
It's true, guys.
Because
Boys
women will
kinda
just like throw their tampons on the bathroom wall.
What the fuck are you talking about?
That happened at our school.
Ew.
Because like
gone
girls,
through so much of high school today.
like when I'm hanging out with them, I'd be like, oh yeah, the men's bathroom's disgusting. They're like, no. The women's bathroom is disgusting. Like if the sanitary napkin trash isn't like changed and it's full, like people just like put their pads on the wall, just slap it on there.
Michigan's
Well, I mean-
gross, guys. Don't go there.
I think it's everywhere.
It's in Michigan.
That's punk rock, guys.
Michigan's not punk rock.
I mean, yeah, it is.
No.
Parts of it is.
It's a very
Iggy
very
Pop,
redneck.
Gigi Allen, ICP,
No.
Isham the Unholy. Let's get into some more notes.
One
We
of
just got
my
a few more.
favorite lines in Bridesmaids is when the I think it's the mom
Wendy
from the
McCollum.
Goldbergs
Yep.
is like, everything is covered in semen. Last week I cracked a blanket in half. I was like, oh no.
That's the seams for you.
Such a good movie.
That's the seams for you.
Back on track,
Yes,
baby.
yes. Back on track. Back on track. I really liked when one of the Gwendy dolls came up and said, "Cannon fodder Gwendy reporting for duty."
Yikes.
Why didn't they just use hair as an example to teach him wind wasn't commandos in the trees? His hair
To
was
teach
moving.
him what wind is.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't
because he
know.
can't feel. So it's like, well, my hair, even though it's luscious locks, is moving. Do you think commandos are in my hair?
Just get like really like rude about it.
Yeah.
Just make him feel like a fucking idiot. Talk down to him.
Well, you don't know what wind is, you fucking dumbass.
How you think boats move?
You have a boat, sir.
Sir.
Push him out of the window.
I just
Credits
thought it
roll.
was magic.
This isn't Bible times, idiot.
The Gwendy scene is terrifying and well done. Like the lighting, everything is awesome. And I wrote down like this movie is fucked. Like the hostage video
Yeah, that was
is disturbing.
Yeah.
I remember waking up and I legit thought at the time, I was like, did the movie change? Or
So then as like all the shit's going down, they are able to like set her free, and then the parents wake up after they think they've taken out all of the small soldiers, the commando elite. They go back and Phil Hartman is like, "Oh, your son corrupted and brainwashed my child. We're getting out of here." And Kirsten Dunst is going, "Dad, it's fine." And he's like, "I'm gonna find the world's best deprogrammer." And I'm glad, like I think you were watching maybe Prodigal Son, and they brought up deprogrammers, and I was like, "Oh, I know what that means. That's a great line." It's people like in cults in order to like bring someone back into society.
Yeah,
Got
it
you.
was. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Prodigal Son's a great show.
There's a WikiHow on how to escape a cult for anyone that needs that information.
I mean, is it good?
At the very least, it seems serious.
You know, Charles Manson. I keyed, guys. You got to listen to next week's episode of This Existing for that convo.
Fucking James says some things about Charles Manson that made me go, whoa.
So when their thing is the commando find a truck full of other commando elite. They grab this and they're like, "Oh, EMPs, that's how we can kill these guys." So their thing is we are going to go up to a transformer box on a telephone pole and like jam a wrench in there. And they should have, I know this is a movie and it would have broke the immersion in the movie, but flashing on the screen when a child in rubber dish gloves climbs up a pole with a wrench to jam it into like electrocute shit to make an EMP, flashing on the screen said, "Please do not try this at home and under any circumstances."
Just like very rapid, aggressive flashing.
Yeah, I mean, you have the black bores on the bottom and the top. Flash those on there. Should have been done.
Yeah, I feel that. I think that's why so many fucking telephone poles and like wires and stuff got rid of all those prongs that to like actually climb them.
Yeah.
Because I feel like kids are fucking dumb.
I don't know. Probably.
And maybe the like advent of the cherry picker and also maybe the monopolizing of telecommunications, meaning a small town telephone company probably couldn't afford a cherry picker, but now that it's all Comcast and T-Mobile, AT&T, they can afford that.
Well, if you need a cherry picker, just go to the Republican Party. They have a lot of those there.
I'm guessing that's a politic reference that I don't get.
They cherry pick.
Okay.
You dingus.
Because they like pies and shit.
Yeah.
Fucking duh.
Obviously.
How much? So after
They
it's...
love having sex with cherry pie.
Yes. She's my... So how much at the end... Dennis Leary comes in on a helicopter after like they blew up in a transformer. One of their houses is fucked. The other house, all the like the electrical stuff blew out. They're like, we need to be reimbursed this and that. How much do you think everyone's check was? Or how much do you think like, hey, I'm the truck driver. How much would be like a really good check to get out of this?
400,000. I'm
Yeah.
gonna guess
For the truck driver?
for the truck driver.
Oh, yeah, because it's also to keep his silence.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So now for Alan's house, which was the most wrecked, how much do you think that was?
800.
800,000?
I was
Yeah.
gonna say 8 to 900. Yeah.
Oh, I was going to say like 1.5 for them and like 800 for the electricity house, Phil Hartman's.
Honestly, that I could stretch my belief to that too.
Because his mainly like maybe he'll need to get like some electric circuits
Yeah,
rewired and replace all his electronics and keep silence. That's also a big thing. We
But
might
it's
even
to also keep the silence, not just pay for the damages.
but also this is 98, so like money is so I think 800 to 1.5.
Yeah.
Yeah. We did it.
Socks is just
He's
almost
plotting.
loafing in the middle of the room.
He's planning his
It's
next
scary.
move.
Frank used to do that, but like that was like understandable. Frank wasn't a menace.
Yeah.
Dennis the Menace.
Franklin the Menace.
Beep, 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 beep.
Well, that's the movie, guys.
That's the movie. That was Small Soldiers. It was very good. Don't let me sleeping through it make you think otherwise. I'm just very tired.
It's truly one of my favorites. It's comforting.
Yeah.
It's cozy.
Yeah.
It's very good for its time.
And the CG, oh, this is one thing. They
Was really
originally
good.
thought they were going to do all the puppet work because they had like beautiful animatronics. And if you watch like behind the scenes, you'll see that. But Joe Dante was like, when it was all said and done and we like sent things off to the CG people, it just looked better in most situations. So
Yeah.
about a third of it is the puppet and then the other 2/3 is CG.
I imagine the fight scenes.
Yeah. All right, guys. Thank you for listening. Wish me a happy birthday by giving a 5-star iTunes review, telling your friends about this, listening to my new song Pulpit Aesthetic, which I'll put at the end. It's on Spotify
Sign up
and
for
all
the
that.
Patreon.
Yes, please sign up for the Patreon, but we'll get into that after other people freaking plug.
Nicole, you first. Go.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Okay. Follow me at Darling Homebody on social medias.
Not gonna do it because I already
Okay,
do.
rude. Go to darlinghomebody.com for creepy cute stuff that I make, such as a death before decaf enamel pin,
All right, now I can say this. Not gonna do it because I can just go to the cupboard where you keep all that stuff.
patreon.com/darlinghomebody for a monthly sticker or magnet, please.
Am gonna do it.
That's it.
Oh.
The end.
Look, Corey, what could you possibly have to plug?
You guys ever heard of a show called This Existed?
Whoa.
It's pretty revolutionary. I'm not going to say that it's the
Unless
next
it's
best thing
magic.
after the Bible, unless it's magic. No, yeah. This Existed, where James shows me awesome stuff from his past, like Small Soldiers and WMCA Masters, and those are the only two I'm going to mention.
Well, we've mentioned Meet the Deedles.
Kill me a deedle. Anyways, it's awesome. Check it out. We riff a lot. I give James shit. He makes me laugh. The usual standards. Also, you can see me on Twitch at Nomads with a Z because I'm edgy 101. I haven't been streaming as of late, but I'm gonna stream again soon once I get enough money for one, a capture card, and two, for a new computer.
Or, let's get up to 25 patrons and we'll buy you a capture card.
Unless capitalism wins.
Yeah.
Do
But
the
yeah,
Gorgon thing. Don't let capitalism win.
guys, you can go over to patreon.com/MLM pod to get This Existed. Also engage with Nicolas Cage, talking about Beyblade and the Toku Reading Corner. It's a great time. It's $5. You get all of that stuff. If you're like, oh, I don't want another app, you get an RSS link that you can plug into your podcast app. And right where you're listening to this, you'll probably be able to listen to all the Patreon stuff. It's very streamlined, very easy to do.
You
Wow.
said doo-doo.
I said many. And then for $10 a month, you get exclusive streams, you get watch-alongs, but also you get pew, 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 shout-outs on every single friggin' free feed podcast. So let's begin, starting with Steve F. Next up, we have Eric Berry of Ranger Command Power Hour, Alex Z, The Waz, Orion, he's a rapper, Defo, D-F-O, Kayla, aka Two Grapes, Tyler Wright, he's our friend, Elliot W. at Garlic Sunshine on Instagram for their amazing artwork, and Jordan B. the Chaos Witch. Also, next Monday night to Tuesday, Shuffling the Deck, the definitive introductory ICP playlist podcast, will be released. We're putting the 2 first episodes out. That's Sean Marciniak and I. It's going to be great. Wherever you're listening to this, you can listen to that. Shuffling the Deck. You will be able to find it by searching the Marshland Media Podcast, because that's going to be a feed where we just do one-off and limited series type shows.
Heck yeah.
Last thing, I forgot to bring up how creepy Kip Killigan is.
Oh, yeah.
He's terrifying.
Very.
Looks like
very
someone who will
scary.
murder you.
Yeah.
Yes.
And that guy with too many teeth.
Much like an American individual.
Too many teeth.
Too many teeth.
Brick Bazooka, he was tall and buff and
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, the only thing scarier than Kip Killigan is probably a mind goblin.
Yeah.
Well, my name's Ben James. I'm 30 now.
My name's Nicole, unless I'm magic.
Yeah, mind goblin.
And we've been
Mostly
speaking
small soldiers.
Unless it's magic.
Unless it's
Magic.
magic.
See you guys. Bye-bye.
Bye.
No one asked me what a mind goblin is.
It's a goblin that lives in a mine.
You're right.
There's only some way to escape, and I realize that I'm here to sacrifice it.
I ain't dead, only bitch I were. I got a fried fake head with the fishing nerves. Vision blurred from excision, sir. Made a Mossberg meal, now the dish is served. Run to the temple, there's a gun, catacombs. I'm done with my mental pumping blood, let it home. But one burning temple left, 2 catatone. Cause running from my mental left, you settled on. I'm a fiend, I'm blaring in the barren jug. Got this peon staring like I'm scaring her. I bear the curse of the rare inverse. Leave peons sparing when I tear reverse. Hit the gut, goes cut, cocaine, double eyes. Set the side as the seeds rest radical dies. I'm a nut, so fuck, so man, you despise. Call me God and the G, best be capitalized.
Cover me in cortisone and cover me like swords and stones. Smother me with corded phones. I love it like these sordid poems.
Shouting on beat, still a sub to the spin. And I doubt in deceit with a flood in the sin. Plotting complete, spilling blood with the grin. See me drowning in deep, kill the bugs in my skin. God, I'm a living with the pulpit aesthetics. Divide, drop a tripping on my bullshit genetics. Set it in my guessing for the post and the twines up by Dianetics to the ghost in my mind. Lit, tuck, castrate, go rip, gut, masticate. Sever my mound and amputate. Gotta come drip tip with an aftertaste. Brainwaves change with the sample rate. And I'll stay to chase face with the chapel bait. Picking pleasure bound, pray to baffle mate. So I'll never bow down till past the mace.
Cover me in cortisone and cover me like swords and stones. Smother me with corded phones. I love it like these sordid poems.
This has been a Marshland Media production, produced by James McCollum. For more content, please visit mlmpod.com. To support our network and have access to exclusive podcasts, head over to patreon.com/MLMpod and sign up today. Oh, yeah.